Hey guys, Toast here. Battlefield 1 is a team-based shooter and one that requires each player to know how to properly play the role that they've chosen. While there's no limit to the times you can change roles within a match, it'll always be beneficial for both you and your team to know how to play each of the roles available. This guide was designed to give you an overall view of the medic role, the weapons and gadgets available, the situations that this class will excel in, and some tips and tricks to maximize your gameplay experience when playing this class. Now, the medic class is supposed to keep infantry alive and support their team with semi-automatic rifles. They represent the backbone of a good team, allowing their teammates to be able to continue the fight. Their bandage pack and medical crate, as in previous Battlefield games, will heal wounded teammates, and their syringe, similar to defibrillators in previous games, will bring teammates back to life, giving them a second chance in a fight. The medic class has access to semi-automatic rifles, and these rifles are designed for mid to long-range battles and attempt to designate the medic class as a support class that shouldn't get up close and personal unless they have backup readily available. There are 4 rifles available to the medic class in the beta, with 2 variants of each rifle. There will likely be more in the final release of the game, as there are slots available in the menu for additional weapons. They're generally slow firing and a definitive departure from the weapons we've seen used in the medic class in the past few Battlefield games. They're akin to the DMRs from Battlefield 4, however they tend to be less accurate and cannot be fired with the same precision at higher speeds like the DMRs could in Battlefield 4. Similar to Battlefield 4 though, your unlocks for each class are based on your class rank, not your overall rank, so you'll need to play with a specific class in order to unlock weapons and gadgets for that class. The Beseiged is a long to medium range automatic and semi-automatic rifle which, while automatic rifles weren't readily available in World War I, gives the medic class a little bit more viability in closer range situations. It features the most balanced stats compared to the other semi-automatic rifles and offers a selectable automatic fire mode. The weapon reloads using 5-round clips and can hold 10 rounds maximum at any time. Additional rounds under 5 are individually loaded. It can be fired quickly, however it feels inaccurate if fired too fast, so you'll want to keep a steady rate of fire to maintain good accuracy over range. Up next is the M1907SL. Similar to the Beseiged, there's an automatic variant to this, however it's very inaccurate, making for a challenging weapon to use in situations in which medics would most often find it useful. This weapon sets itself apart due to its detachable magazine, making it one of the fastest reloading weapons for the medic class. It's a powerhouse at medium range, but loses its accuracy over long range. It's more viable at close range than other weapons in its class due to its more accurate hipfire, however it'll often lose in long range engagement, so best to use it on smaller maps or in smaller sections of large maps. Then you have the Mondragon. Among the medic's available weapons, the Mondragon offers better accuracy and control at long range, but a lower rate of fire than the other medic weapons. This weapon offers no fully automatic mode, making it the most challenging to use at close range. However, to balance this, much of the damage is retained downrange, and the muzzle velocity is quite high, making those long-range shots much easier to hit than many of the other medic weapons. 5-round charger clips are used for reloading, and similar to the Beseiged, the Mondragon reloads using the 5-round clips up until there's less than 5 rounds remaining to be reloaded, and then it'll reload each bullet individually. Your final option is the Selbstadler M1916. This is your highest accuracy option of all the weapons currently available, however that is for scoped accuracy. When it comes to hip firing, which is often what saves you in close range battles, this is going to be toward the bottom of the list. It plays sort of similarly to the Mondragon in a lot of ways. Now, the medic class has access to 2 secondary weapons, both of which are handguns. The first is the M1911, which has made its appearance in quite a few Battlefield games and is a staple of the series, and then we also have the P08. It does appear that there will be other secondary weapons in the final release as well, however, at the time of the beta, these were the only 2 available. As for gadgets, the class focuses on your standard medic gadgets that can be found in other games in the Battlefield franchise. Again, this is based on the beta release of the build. There will be more gadgets in the future. The first gadget is your bandage pouch. Now this works similarly to the med packs in Battlefield 4, where once thrown out, one teammate can run over it and begin to receive health back at a fairly quick rate. They're great for self-healing in a pinch, and great if you have 1 or 2 teammates nearby that need health quickly. For larger groups it can be challenging, as there's a limit to the number you can throw out at any given time. You'll later unlock the med crate, which is essentially the upgraded version of the bandage pack, allowing multiple teammates to gain health back once they're within its general vicinity, albeit at a slower rate than the bandage pack. The bread and butter of the medic's kit is the syringe, which allows the medic to revive other players. Unlike Battlefield 4 where you had to charge your defibrillators, the syringe requires no charge and will always revive your teammates to 100% health. Now you do have an animation that you have to play through which leaves you vulnerable during that time, however it's far less vulnerable than you were while charging your defibrillators in Battlefield 4. Now that we have an understanding of some of the basics of the kit, let's talk about some tips and tricks to use when playing this class. The medic class excels in medium to long range. This is not your run into the heat of battle and shoot everything class. Leave that to the assault class with their submachine guns and shotguns. That class is better suited to be on the front lines, where the medic class is designed to stay back and let the fight come to your allies. You can of course engage with your enemy, but be wary of your distance from them if you find yourself engaging in close range with any other class than the scout, as you may be in for a rude awakening. Pay attention to what's going on around you. You're the lifeline that's going to be keeping your team running. If you see someone down, it's your responsibility to get them up and running again. Unlike Battlefield 4's defibrillators, the syringe is an automatic revive without any charge up. This is a nice departure to back how things were in Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2, and honestly I prefer it this way. Be cautious of whom you go to revive, and don't put yourself in the line of danger just to revive a teammate. You're going to be just as likely to feed someone up to 2 additional kills as you are to save your actual team. Make sure the coast is clear, or even if there is an enemy presence, that you're behind something to keep you and your allies safe. Drop your bandage packs and your med crates frequently. You don't only have to do so when you notice your teammates are hurting, be proactive, and if you see your teammates holding a position, drop them a bag in advance so that they'll already have a source of healing available when they start to take damage. Again, not only will this get you more points in the long run, but it'll also ensure that your team has the upper hand in many situations. Remember that you have a pretty powerful primary weapon in most cases for mid to long range engagements. If your teammates don't need immediate assistance with revives or health, instead of looking for someone to help, join in the battle and help your teammates by clearing the enemies. Try to split your attention 50-50 in killing and supporting your team. By paying equal attention to both facets, you'll not only be a stronger asset to your team, but you'll also have a better idea of your surroundings, as you'll be paying attention to not only your teammates' locations, but also the enemy locations. But that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if this guide was helpful to jump into Battlefield 1 as the medic class. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Toast, and I'll talk to you soon.